The oil-rich Muslim world in controllable micro-states is the grand plan, says a leak from Friends of Syria talks confirmed by top generals and politicians in Kuwait, Pakistan and Turkey. Kevin Barrett, how does the plan work?
Iraq is now broken up into a largely Shiite south, a shrinking Sunni middle. Many of the Sunnis have become refugees and left the country, and then an Israeli-occupied Kurdish north. And likewise, Sudan has been broken up into two pieces, the so-called Arab north and an Israeli-occupied south, which is where all the energy resources are. Interestingly, the Israelis always seem to grab wherever the energy resources are. They own the South Sudan and they own Kurdistan in Iraq. So Libya has been broken up into a Salafi east and a Gaddafi-supporting west. So that's the strategy, is to break up all these countries. And Syria would be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, Al-Qaeda zapping Israel's enemies one by one. How strange.
And the one country it never attacks, ever, is Israel. So this leads you to wonder, what the heck is going on? You know, what kind of radical Islamic group is this that smuggles drugs and never attacks Israel? And whatever it does always seems to be in the interests of Israel. I think they've created a brand with Al-Qaeda that is designed to siphon off anger in the Arab and Muslim worlds.
So Iran's next. Who would win?
Well, first, the chances are that the war would not go well for the U.S. This has been wargamed to death. For instance, the Atlantic Monthly, which is a neocon publication serving the interests of Israel, actually spent a huge amount of money to do a very, very elaborate simulation of all of the possibilities for war with Iran. And the result was that Iran wins every time. I mean, the only way that Iran can lose, quote unquote, is if the U.S. essentially incinerates all their cities with nuclear bombs. Any other outcome is an Iranian victory. So it's a very, very bad war plan, unless, of course, you're a psychotic Israeli Likudnik like Netanyahu, and you would be perfectly happy to nuke, every Iranian city. But of course, that would be a war crime that would put the U.S. Out of its position as the leader of the world instantly. The whole world would be, just so disgusted by that, it would be the end of America's life as a world power.